Fast fashion refers to a phenomenon in the fashion industry where clothes are produced quickly at a low cost and in response to the most recent trends in order to meet the demands of consumers who want the latest styles at affordable prices. This model of production is characterized by a rapid design, production, and distribution cycle, which allows retailers to get new styles into stores in a matter of weeks. Fast fashion has been criticized for its negative impacts on the environment, as the fast-paced production often results in clothes that are made from low-quality materials and are not built to last. Additionally, the production of fast fashion often relies on cheap labor and unethical working conditions, and the overproduction of clothes leads to waste, as many items end up being discarded after only a few wears. Here are some of the negative impacts of fast fashion. Environmental harm. The production of fast fashion creates a significant amount of waste and pollution. According to a report by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, the fashion industry is responsible for 20% of global water waste and 10% of carbon emissions. The production process also generates microplastics that end up in the ocean and harm marine life. Unsustainable use of resources. Fast fashion often relies on the use of non-renewable resources, such as petroleum for the production of synthetic fibers, and huge amounts of water for dyeing and finishing. This contributes to resource depletion and environmental degradation. Poor working conditions. The fast pace of production often results in poor working conditions for the people who make the clothes. Fast fashion companies often rely on low-wage labor in countries where workers have limited rights and protections, and they are often subjected to long hours, low pay, and unsafe working conditions. Landfill waste. Fast fashion contributes to the growing problem of clothing waste. The constant turnover of styles and the inexpensive prices of fast fashion clothes encourage consumers to buy more and dispose of clothes more frequently, leading to a huge amount of textile waste. In the US alone, the average person throws away 70 pounds of clothing and other textiles per year. Chemical pollution. The production of fast fashion involves the use of harmful chemicals, such as dyes and finishes, which can pollute water sources and harm local communities. Chemical pollution is a major environmental issue associated with the fast fashion industry. The production process for fast fashion often involves the use of harmful chemicals, such as dyes, finishes, and synthetic fibers, which can have a significant impact on the environment and human health. Here are some of the most common chemical pollutants released by the fast fashion industry, along with information on their potential harms. Dyes. The dyeing process is a major contributor to water pollution in the fast fashion industry. Many dyes contain toxic chemicals, such as heavy metals, which can harm aquatic life and contaminate drinking water sources. In some countries, the discharge from dye houses into rivers and lakes has resulted in a significant decrease in fish populations and made the water unsafe for human consumption. Finishing chemicals. Fast fashion clothes often undergo various finishing processes, such as softening, wrinkle-resistant treatments, and flame-retardant treatments, which can involve the use of harmful chemicals. For example, formaldehyde, a common ingredient in wrinkle-resistant treatments, is a carcinogenic substance that can cause skin irritation and respiratory problems. Synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, such as polyester and nylon, are widely used in fast fashion clothing. These fibers are made from petrochemicals and do not biodegrade, which means they can persist in the environment for hundreds of years. In addition, synthetic fibers can shed microplastics when washed, which can enter waterways and harm aquatic life. Pesticides and herbicides. The production of cotton, a common material used in fast fashion, often involves the use of pesticides and herbicides, which can pollute water sources and harm the health of farm workers and local communities. These are some of the most common chemical pollutants released by the fast fashion industry. The exact impact of these chemicals on the environment and human health can vary depending on many factors, including the type and quantity of chemicals used, and local environmental conditions. However, it is clear that the widespread use of these chemicals in the fast fashion industry has contributed to significant environmental and health concerns. Loss of cultural identity. Fast fashion has been criticized for its cultural appropriation, as it often copies traditional designs and techniques from other cultures and sells them as fashion items. This can lead to the loss of cultural identity and the erasure of traditional crafts and techniques. There are some positive aspects of fast fashion. Affordability. Fast fashion has made fashionable clothing more affordable and accessible to a wider range of people. By producing clothes at a low cost, fast fashion companies have made it possible for many people to buy fashionable clothes without breaking the bank. Employment. Fast fashion has created jobs in the clothing production and retail sectors, providing livelihoods for workers in countries where employment opportunities may be limited. Demand. The fast pace of production in the fast fashion industry has increased the demand for new styles and trends, which has contributed to the growth of the fashion industry and related sectors. Response to changing trends. Fast fashion allows retailers to respond quickly to changing trends and consumer preferences, which can be a positive for consumers who want to stay up to date with the latest fashion. While there are some positive aspects of fast fashion, it is important to recognize that these benefits come at a significant cost to the environment and to the people who make the clothes. As consumers become more aware of the impacts of fast fashion, there is a growing movement towards more sustainable and ethical fashion practices. Thanks for watching.